Okay everybody, I'm back, and this is going to be the soldering of the components together and everything. One thing I forgot to mention in the tools was you need solder. Where there's a soldering iron, must have solder. And this is stuff that I got at Radio Shack. It's silver bearing solder. It works really good. So anyways, we have our components. I have the resistor. I have cut some pieces of my heat sink, my heat shrink to what I need. I also have the slider switch down here, and in my soldering clamp I have the 3-position switch, or the 3-pole switch, and you can see the on is up top, the 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. I've also cut myself some lengths of wire, of the 24 gauge wire, and I've pre-tinned most of them, but I will do a pre-tin just to kind of show you guys that before we solder, make any of those connections. Also, the side that's going to be for the common, I cut off of the resistor, and basically what I just need a little bit of the resistor itself left to wire to, so I just cut off one of the ends. Actually I cut off both the ends, and one of the ends I will use as the common port when we get onto that the other side, the common side of that switch. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get this done as fast as I can, so there's plenty of time. So I got my soldering iron heated up. What I'm going to do through real quick is I'm going to go and just put some solder on these positions. Again, this is the on side. This is just to get it ready for the wires. That's what they call tinning them. Some things need to be tinned, some don't. Now I'm going to put my red, blue, and green. Notice I color coded the wires, and these are pre-tinned, so these should go pretty quick. Let's see here. There you go, there's one. I'll do green in the center. It really doesn't matter what you want to do. It's kind of up to you how you want to color these. And there's green. And then one more. Oops. And there's blue. Okay, so I got all 3 of them now connected. Not the greatest job in the world on that last one here. I'm not really a camera guy, so a little nervous there being under the gun here. I'm going to go ahead and flip this switch over right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side, the common side of this post, and I'm going to do basically the same thing on all 3 of these. I'm going to go ahead and pre-tin. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And also I noticed here that this one's sitting up a little high. Go ahead and correct that. Now this is where it's going to come in. I'm going to hold this and I'm going to solder these in place right across the top of this thing here. And I'm going to try to get the first one done and then do the last one and add some more solder to it. Before it gets hot. And if it gets hot, just go ahead and grab a pair of pliers and hold it with a pair of pliers. And I'll see if I can do this here. There we go, there's one side. There's the other side. Third side. It's nice if you have your clamp tightened down. Don't know why mine wants to keep coming off. I screw it down, but anyways, that's here or there. Okay, now what I'll do is I'm going to add a little bit of extra solder just to make sure I got a good connection on these. Ah! That's the problem with it. And I know I'm running out of time on this video, so we're going to try to get this as fast as we can. If I can't, then I'm just going to shut it off and put it on myself and then do it. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as I possibly can, so I save some uploading time. Come on. Yeah, I think I got them all on there pretty good. Yep. And there goes the clip again. Okay, so I got all 3 of those on there again. Now what I want to do is I'm going to try to get this last one done here before I shut it off. And that's going to be the common. And I wanted to show this because what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip just a little bit off the end. There it is, just a little bit. I'm going to stick it in here and I'm going to pre-tin this. And pre-tinning is just, again, adding a little bit of heat and solder to the connection. And what you'll see that'll do is when I come over here, hopefully this won't heat up so fast and I can get some, there we go, a little bit of pre-tin there. And there it is. And that is the 3-pole switch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slip the heat shrink over all 3 pieces of the wire. Right here. There's one over the red. One over the blue. And the last one over the green. Let them fall down to the bases. Grab a lighter. That's what I use. And some people use hair dryers. I like a lighter. I just be careful when you're using a lighter with it because you don't want to melt anything. You just want to heat it up. And now that I got that, I'll go ahead and I'll heat that up with a lighter. I'll add another piece. And also over on this side, I'm going to add some glue. And before I start on the switch on the next one, I'll show you guys this one completed, what it looks like when it's done.